If you're looking for the cheapest, and I mean cheapest coins out there to build your God Squad, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable, and make sure you use code WOLF to get 3% off. Link is in the description. Welcome to another episode of Spectating Pros in Madden 22. We are following Skimbo today, who is doing work, from what I understand, on the ladders in the tournament. Finished first place in Weekend League over the month. Pretty much cooking most of the people, if not 95% of the people he plays. People want to see more Spectating Pros. So welcome to today's video. Subscribe if you're new. I have 335 wide metas in the member section, bunch offset. The bunch is coming because something has changed with that formation. I'm gonna put the scheme in the member section. It's gonna be from the Washington football team playbook. And you're gonna notice that Skimbo's gonna come out in the bunch. I think it's gonna be the same bunch. So you may see the one play tutties that I've actually labbed and came across. But in this episode, or in this series, might I say, we don't go off judging the pros. The pros know what the hell they're doing. We're gonna critique the people they're playing. So Java Pack 24, we're gonna see what he's playing, if he's keeping up, because someone as good as Skimbo, who's a pro player, uses the meta defense and offense. You better be doing something powerful to slow him down or stop him. Like I said, whenever you're playing a pro or someone that you think is better than you, whatever, they're gonna try to peel the top off your defense from the start. Now, if you do a good job of protecting the defense and the secondary, then you have a shot at forcing the pro player to sit low. So right here, I would imagine he's gonna look for something right there over the middle. So right here, he already knows your seam route's gonna be weak and you're running Tampa 2. So now I need to look at the coverage on your defense. Now, two styles of playing. You can either keep that Tampa 2 and adjust the hell out of it to where you make it a cover 3, cover 4, or you pick and you go into different defenses to try to keep your opponent guessing, and maybe base aligning so you show default setups, you know what I mean? So your defense will align the same exactly like previous plays. So if you pick cover 2, he'll still line up in a base setup. Cover 3 will look the same as cover 2. Cover 4 will look the same as cover 2. Everything looks the same. Now, this looks like actually that was pretty good defense. Was it man or match defense? This was actually cover 4 palms press, and I recommend cover 4 palms to you guys because of the clamping ability that it has. However, pro players know how to beat it. You can't consistently run it, which I think he's doing. He may be blending it in and out, but I like the pass rush coming off the edge. Now, what he did there, what Java did was, he used this user to try to engage a block to force that one-on-one pass rush off the edge. He may do it again. So pay attention. He's going to come down the line. Let's see if he does it again to try to, he's trying to force a 1v1 pass rush on the edges, which is a good idea, but let's just see if that was a mistake or he actually meant to do that. Okay, now he's that back there. His user is somewhere waiting in the background. So Java knows exactly what this guy's looking for. It's just his user's not there. So his user may need a little bit of work. Cover 4 palms. What I would have done, at least inside third the other guy. That way you wouldn't have had to worry about that. Or outside third the outside guy. So outside thirds on your cover 4 palm press. Maybe on the strong side of the field where he was headed. Running backs wide open underneath. Now, obviously the pro player is not going to be looking over the top in the red zone. Now he's going to be looking for his in routes, out routes, a quick seam route. You saw the seam route from the clear out. There's a seam route that you can hit in the end zone against these defenses, especially Tampa 2, because the 2 streaks and clear out will manipulate the deep half and force him to play the outside route, which leaves the inside route wide open. So be careful when you're facing someone running clear out. That's what they're looking for. It's a very good cover 4 drop beater as well. You know how to run it. Like I said, I'm going to break it down for you guys here on the channel. So if you're new, make sure you check it out. Now, what he was going to do is, someone came into my comments on one of the videos I posted and said, why would you run that setup with the out route, with the wheel route, and then motioning someone across? I want to see if he's actually doing this. He's going to flip the play. If he puts X on the out route with the wheel route, exactly. This is what the person that came in the comments said, why would you do that? This is why you do that. I just broke this down for you guys in the member section. I mean, not in the member section, on the channel. It was like 3 videos back where I showed you guys that route combination for the red zone, because the pro players, the good players, are looking. What they do with the out route is they put the out route that forces the cloud to play it. Vertical hooks and hook curls prioritize it for some odd reason. It's weird. And then you have your wheel route coming in between all that. Now, to make that play a little bit better, which he doesn't need to do, the pro player, you can actually put a streak with your tight end on the right side and then motion slant someone from right to left, which is going to open up the wheel route a lot more because the slant route will stretch anything in the middle of the field toward his way. The streak will push defenses back, and then the wheel route becomes open and the X route glitches out clouds and vertical hooks on his side. So just a pointer out there for you guys. The homie's running cover 2, not really making good adjustments. However, he's going to need to compensate for that wheel route because it is one of those. And then you still have to worry about delay fades. We haven't even seen Skimbo run a delay fade yet. So once he feels like he's clamped up in any of those points, he's going to start hitting the delay fades. And if he needs to, for this guy right now, I don't think he does. Now we're going to go ahead and see Java Pack 24. Let's see what he's coming out with as far as his offense. I want to say this is Java's wild card game. So not looking good for him already. This may be the end of his run, depending on what he does on offense. We'll be able to dictate and tell real quick off the offensive formation that he uses. Trio offset weak. Interesting. Depending on the route combination setup from this one, I don't know if it's better than, I don't know. We're going to see right here. Okay, so we got a trips formation with nobody on the left side. I would imagine a bunch of motioning would happen in this play. Starts it off with an inside zone. Now, against the defense that Skimbo's running, you can run an inside zone every now and then, or RPO, whatever. This guy may be trying to run a glitch too. But anyway, Skimbo will pick up on that. And if you try to run that again, he's going to start user rushing your run. And you may fumble. If you don't have it on conservative on your run game, you may fumble the ball. So when you're playing better opponents, pay attention, because now they're going to start thinking, I'm going to user rush the gaps and force you to pass the ball. And then he can start playing his pass defenses. So you're going to see him come out of pinch 2, probably cover 6, cover 3 cloud maybe, but I would imagine they're using cover 6 more than cover 3 cloud from the 2-4-5 odd. Single back bunch, Java Pack. I don't think he's going to be the best of best players. If he throws the toss here, I'm going to be disappointed in the play selection here. Okay, so he didn't. He's still handing off the ball. And like I said, he's going to start user rushing all these run plays because they know how to stop him, especially from this. I just put out a video with this defense on how to do it properly or easily. So it's the previous video before this one to show you guys how to user rush and just make it very hard for your opponent to run the ball. And I haven't tested it against under center plays, but right here it works really well. Now, I would imagine he thinks pass. So now we play the pass coverage in the back end, but he's using opposite side to user rush. You see where he's positioned. Better not run the ball because he's going to user rush. Okay, he flips the play. Now, I would imagine Skimbo's going to flip his user and go to the other side. If he doesn't, then he's playing coverage. He's expecting pass. So he's expecting pass. He's got this little angle route. Nice little read. I don't know if he got the first down there, but the angle route. Oh, he did get the first down. Awesome. So cover 3 cloud. Would imagine he may go to cover 6 or pinch 2 on the next play. But now I know he's anticipating runs. So Java Pack may want to pass the ball instead. So trio offset weak, pinch 2. He's probably going to line it up to user rush and rush the gap right here. So if I was Java Pack, I would not run this ball on first down. He's flipping the play, which is good. Okay, he's anticipating the run. You see him using, well, I thought he was going to use the opposite. Can he user rush this side? Okay, no. Awesome by Java Pack. Bad read. You had the out route wide open. You got to be careful, Java Pack, because you know you can't just throw those, especially when people have acrobat and the best players on the field. It's just not going to happen that way. So I don't know how long this guy's probably going to stay in the game. Hopefully, if he gets out of the game, we'll get into another one. I just don't see Java Pack's offense being sufficient enough to go head to head with someone like Skimbo, who finishes first in leaderboards and stuff like that every week. You know what I'm saying? So right here, he's looking over the top just to peel the top off. Nice little pass rush, but I felt like that was just something that could have been avoided by Skimbo. It's just he's not taking the guy serious. Now he's just looking down the field on this guy. And he may have a touchdown right here, depending on how he sets up his B route. B route could be the touchdown. Oh, he does have someone over there, so B route's going to be covered. Got to be careful because he's looking for the end zone. What did he run right there? Was that palms pressed again? Cover 2 hard flat, but he's manning up people, which is interesting. manning up people from his cover 2 defense, not really using the best defense in the game. You either want to rush 3 or you want to rush 5. You never want to just rush 4. Doesn't really make sense unless you're running something that's meta. Anything that's not meta, you don't want to do it. And now you're just getting cooked because of that. So I think that you're doing yourself a disservice by running a defense where you're rushing 4. You want to make it to where you rush 3, you rush 5, and sometimes 6, right? You want to send the house. Anything that's 4 in Madden, I don't think it's worth it. He's just throwing the ball. I don't even think he's trying for real, to be honest with you guys. He's just throwing the ball up. Like, he's lost probably any kind of it sounds bad, but he probably lost respect for Java Pack. So now he's just messing around. But he's going to be looking for this cross route over the middle of the field. I know he's watching the middle of the field for the tutty. I can tell. He's got the flat route. Boom. Now he's got him to a 3rd down. This is cover 2 again. Cover 2 again. Not the strongest cover 2 in the game. Probably it's okay. You probably get better effect from the 3-4 odd if you're going to be using cover 2, like cover 2 sink or something. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a better pass rush just off that defense. Java Pack's actually, oh my goodness, Java Pack with the pick. Did you see that? He rushed 2 and put 2 people into coverage. What that would have done, if Skimble would have ran the ball right there, he probably would have got pancaked and would have been a touchdown, because when you put people in the coverage and you're only rushing 2, pancakes start to happen. So Java's got the ball back. This is interesting. Anticipating the rush right here. Don't run the ball. He's gonna use a rush your people. Be careful right here. Okay, boom. You didn't follow the angle route. You got the flat route open. Nice. Now pay attention, Java. Okay. You saw where he's playing his flats. You can consistently hit those hard flats and force the pro player to respect that. And then you can start looking for your corner routes and your out routes deeper down the field. But right here, he's going to be giving you everything underneath just to see if you're going to make that mistake. They want to see if you're going to make that mistake. He's backing up to user rush you, so be careful, because he's waiting to do that. You used to notice that Java does not want to run the ball no more. Nice, that's how you do it. You force him to play the underneath routes. Now you can take him over the right side, over the top a little bit. This is interesting. The cover 4 drop with stock contains works better than if you put your own manual contains out there. Remember that. If you're new and you want to know how to contain a mobile QB, putting your own contains out there with adjustments doesn't work as good as stock contains as you see from cover 4 drop. Those contains are better. Now, how the guy was still able to get to the right, I don't know, but I'm telling you guys right now, it is better. There's the user rush, but he threw the RPO, bro. He threw the pass instead. Okay, Java's he's turning the coins. He's flipping the page, man. Right? He's starting to scare me a little bit, man. Like a spark of energy. You know what it feels like? It feels like someone took the controller over for Java. Either that, or I'm just misjudging the guy from the beginning. And he runs the ball, and Skimble actually misjudges the user rush. You want to user rush the gap from the pinch too. If you follow my route, if Skimble would actually, and I'm not just saying he doesn't really need my advice, but you pull that blitzing corner in, it'll create a glitch that allows the defensive lineman to get a free release to the running back. Now, I don't know if he's doing that or if he's flipping the plays or whatever, but that's what it is. And he's actually just running the ball, which is interesting to me. Java may have something. Now, I wouldn't do it again necessarily. I would probably, he's running around in his defense, so be careful. He's using the outside guy to use a rush, so be careful. I mean, I would still try it. It's 1st and goal. Why not? Blitzing linebackers, maybe run outside. Let's see what he does here. Nice. Okay, so he played that perfectly. Had him thinking he was going to run the ball. Throws the seam route on a high pass, so Java knows what he's doing. So this is interesting, because I would have felt like this game at the beginning was going to be a letdown and Java was just going to end up quitting. However, that's not the case. Java's actually, with his own little scheme, he's using that 4-man pass rush cover 2 defense. Now that cover 2, cover 4 palm press, that little hybrid blend, he should throw a cover 3 in there as well, just to mix it in. Now, if you're playing bunch, you want to press the bunch, okay? You want to press baseline, press the bunch, but you want to back off the single side receiver guy. That way, you won't get burned on a one-play tutty. But if you press in a bunch, well, then they can't throw like a corner route or they can't throw the corner route from the bunch trail because your outside third will be there to play it. And if you have the outside zone people, they will definitely play it. However, on a streak from the one wide receiver side, he'll cook you. Right here is a glitch, and I'm going to show you guys how to throw against defenses. Stay tuned to the channel because I will show you how to throw all those. There's 3 of them within the Washington football team playbook. Like I said, I'll break down the scheme in the member section for you guys if you want to become members to give access. I already have the bunch offset in there, but if you want access, man, it's there. The 3-3-5 wide meta is there as well, and it looks like Skimbo. Okay, what Skimbo's doing, he's looking for the one-play tutties and the deep passes, okay? He still doesn't feel like he respects Java enough to play him for real. Like, he's not playing him for real. He needs to get, oh, he's only got 13 seconds. That's another thing. And I want to say, does Java get ball at half? I think that's one of the most important things that I forget about the game is who got ball first. Boom, just put himself into field goal range. 8 seconds. Java needs to call a timeout and get him to, he can run one more play, but Java needs to call a timeout to try to get him. I don't know if it works at the beginning of the half where you can actually ice the kicker. I think it's a stamina thing. Or what is it? Home field advantage thing. Damn. He actually, I mean, kicked the ball. There's a momentum feature where, I don't know if it's in Ultimate Team, but it's in regs where every kick is iced. I don't think you can do it before the half in Ultimate Team. So I think he's just gonna get a regular kick. All right, they're in the second half. Skimbo is up 10-7. Things that I've noticed right now is Java on offense is actually mixing it up, but he's throwing a blind read over the middle of the field. So that could be his weakness in Achilles heel. So once Skimbo starts to use the double Mabel setup and force him to throw inside, that may be his weakness. And hopefully Java has an answer for that. But his trio offset weak is doing pretty good against the nickel 2-4-5 odd. Now, if I was Java, I'd just come out passing the ball in the first play, not running. Okay, I mean, unless Skimbo has a way to shoot the gap right here like he's ready to do, he can even throw the RPO. He could throw it. He could throw the pass right here, I think. Yeah, I think he could throw the pass. He's actually gonna pass. Don't pass in the middle of the field. He passes over here to the outside, has the receiver. Interesting. He played a hard flat with that cover 2 defense, and the homie Java actually made him pay for that mistake. He was eyeing it right. His pass progression was proper. I am actually impressed by Java and what he's been able to do since that shaky first quarter. Like, it was shaky, let's be honest. But now he seems more consistent. Has him in a cover 3, which means drag route. He flipped the play. He's playing hard flat, so he's gonna need to look for something in the middle of the field or over the top a little bit, or his running back on a curl route. Ooh, free play right here. I would just take my shot. Throwing, see, this is Java's weakness right here. I'm telling you guys right now, I already spotted his weakness. So he can't throw over the middle properly. His reads, for some odd reason, aren't there, but his outside reads are there. So his progression going from the outside to the flats is actually there, where he suffers, and his weakness is passing over the middle. That may be what does him in, and why he's trying to hurdle and stuff like that. I know he's trying to get that little speed boost with his running back, but I'm just saying, gotta be careful, because that could be the reason he ruins this game. So like I said, his outside passes are actually there, but it's where he suffers in the middle could be the reason that he goes down, probably even on this drive. It just depends. Now, to counter that as Java, what I would do is run the ball, run outside, pass outside, run the ball, pass outside, whether it be the same out route, a flood concept, maybe throwing a flood concept, like I think he was doing. But don't rely on the run, but rely more on your outside passes. Over the middle passes are gonna get you cooked. Right there was actually a decent one, but still, it was a little scary for me, a little scary. Now, what I would do if I were him, I would go on the conservative, because he's getting hit stick a lot. Forget all the jukes and special and how cool it looks. If you're trying to win the game, I would go in the conservative on offense so I don't fumble the ball. Nice. He actually tried to bait that, fake that he was running so he can get the pass and get the lurk to the RPO. I think he's a little frustrated right here. He's got his, he's gonna flip the play. Let's see what he has right here. He has his tight end right on the seam route. He pulled his safety down to prevent that tight end from scoring right down the middle. So that's another tip for you guys. You see that safety on the left side with that tight end. He's not gonna pass. Got his outside routes again. Boom. That's the wheel route to the running back. He actually used the same thing that Skimbo used to score a touchdown. Now he's going to run the ball. This could be a run commit. He's going to use the opposite side of the running back. This is what I recommend you guys to do. He could throw the RPO right here. This could be a touchdown. Skimbo's on the wrong side, but he's running man defense. So, but he's too far. Oh man, I think he's too far. He could have just ran that RPO to the left side. Running back again. Cooking with the running back, bro. Okay, so I mean, Java's doing good work, man. This is why we spectate. We spectate pros to see where are they struggling, and it looks like he's struggling versus the run and the outside throws, and then he's getting baited to start making adjustments on defense for those things, and then Java comes right back up the middle of the field. So Java, I mean, he's putting in work, bro. I mean, let's give him a round of applause for his efforts. Now we got to see what his defense is doing. Okay, now Skimbo needs to take it serious. I would imagine the advanced route combinations are going to come out right now. Maybe not looking too deep. Maybe starting to take his underneath routes. Not being the hero and just doing what he can to get down the field. Probably going to run crossing route with a drag. Maybe a flood concept. We're going to see right now. Let's see what Java does as far as his defense. Looks like he's going to want to stay in that cover two. Cover two shell. Probably going to put an inside third. This could be palm press. I want to say it's the cover two. Got the vertical hooks. He's got, oh man, the pressure. Okay. Java's with the pressure, man. He's making it hard. I'm not gonna lie. Java's actually making it hard. Oh, you gotta be careful. This could be a touchdown. Oh, he doesn't have the time. Free release off the edge. Okay, maybe Java knows something we don't. Maybe he knows something we don't, because he's getting the pressure on this drive. He got a free release off the edge. So this may be something you guys need to look into as far as a defense. Running the same play. Bro, I don't know what he's doing with the safety back there. He's trying to prevent the one play tutty. Probably changing that guy to an outside third. This could be, I wouldn't, man. He's got over the middle throws right here if he wants them. He's got an over the middle throw. I would imagine his out route is the one he's looking for. I mean, his in route with the X route is the one he's looking for right here. Dottie's exactly what I would have done. Did he catch that? Yeah, he caught that. Okay, so when you're playing a pro player, he's going to put a crosser. I do this a lot with Dagger. Put a crossing route to force him to play the crossing route, because everybody that wants to play Madden uses the crossing route and then come through with a smart routed in route to do that. Now he's going to go for the one play tutty again, right over the right side, but the guy's over there, so he can't throw it. Skimbo needs to just start taking his simple reads and running simple route concepts underneath. I see what he's doing because I know the setups. He's looking for the one play tutties on that drive, and it's just not looking good, homies. It's not looking good. He's gotten to a 2nd and 10. Got him feeling like pressure, like there's pressure. He's got the outside streak. Actually, he don't. He didn't put him on a streak. Got underneath. This is what I'm saying. It seems like Java's giving him everything underneath now and forcing him to just be a check down player. Like, you know, like he flipped the script on this guy and he's doing everything proper. Like I tell you guys, you got to give them, you got to cover the back end and force the better player to just take his checkdowns, because what happens is it frustrates them. Okay, they get frustrated because they feel like they need to just throw the one play tutty, or they need to throw the crosser or the corner out. And when you don't give it to them, it starts to frustrate them a little bit. But let's see if he keeps the composure and does it. As we're seeing, this looks like nickel 2-4-5 defense. I would imagine could be. I need to see the personnel to really tell you guys. But right here, I mean, he's got, that was a close call, but still a good read. Skimbo is consistently trying to look down the field for the one play tutty, and Java's just making it hard for him to find those routes. Like, he really wants those deep throws. And now you're actually seeing, you know, how the better players think, because like right here, he does has the B route though. You can't, like, he's consistently looking for it. And Java right there, you can't just give it up, man. You just can't. They're looking for it consistently. You know why I know that? Because that's how I play. I'm constantly looking down the field to throw a one play tutty on you, bro. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. Okay, when you feel like you're the better player, you feel like you got something to prove, right? You want to throw those routes. So you can't, as someone like Java, I'm not saying Java's worse than Skimbo, but let's be honest. I don't really see Java pack on the leaderboards in the top 10, right? We see this guy. So we have to side with Skimbo because we know that he knows proper judgment, whatever. However, he doesn't respect this guy enough to where I need to stop throwing that clear out pass, okay? Instead, what he's just attacking. Java finally made the mistake of not guarding that outside route. But we get to see Java. This could be a game-winning drive. Now, remember what I said. Weakness up the middle of the field could be his undoing. If Skimbo could get him to play in the middle of the field, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Now, the reason he can't shoot the gap is because he's using the RPO read bubble. The blocking is different as opposed to just running inside zone. So I'm going to have to make a video and show you guys how to defend that right there, the run. As if I were him, I would run it again. Just run it consistently until he can stop you. That's what I would do. Just run it over. He doesn't. Remember, over the middle throws. He's got his nice little checked out. Ooh, interesting that he keeps doing that, man. Very interesting, to say the least. Now he flipped the play. He's probably looking for the RPO throw to the outside. Well, no, he can run the ball. Oh, nice user rush. It finally came through at the right time, man. So now, if he can play a Mabel, man up the running back, and just watch the middle of the field, this could be a pick. He has the RPO if he wants it, unless he's manned up. Let's see what he does. Over the middle of the field. Damn, close, man. He's threading the needle, but like I said, that's his weak spot. That's what you wanted. You wanted him to throw something like that to make that mistake very close to being the pick that I was calling. However, Java is moving the ball up the field, man, which is interesting, man. Like, this is now, depending on where his user is, I'm running the ball again because it feels like the blocking from the left side on the right hash is a little bit better than flipping the play and going to the left. Going under center, so personnel adjustment. Okay, I like this. Is interesting. That looks like inside zone split. Was that inside zone split? It is exactly what it is. You see, I just know the plays already. So he ran inside zone split against the cover 4 drop, which was a good call because the run fits from a cover 4 drop can actually bottle that up pretty well instantly. So if you're trying to figure out how to stop the run from the inside, like inside zones too, and you need help from your defense, cover 4 drop has the run fits that go inside. Remember, over the middle throws, not, oh, he's got X route right here, nice. Oh, nice, the spin moves and the touchdown. But I feel the worst is yet to come, because if you watch the last drive from Java, he wasn't playing to clear out on the weak side properly, meaning where Skimbo has less field to work with, that side of the field is actually weak in the backfield. So we may see that. If I was Skimbo, I would have probably ran a Mabel with a manned up running back. That's what I would have done and forced him to throw me something over the middle. I would have forced it because I see how weak it is. Like he's had a couple close calls. Luckily, none of them were picked, but damn near close. So now Skimbo gets the game-winning drive right here. And I think he's going to take advantage of Java's weak cover 2 on the weak side. If he can get it on the strong side, it's going to be very interesting. However, what I would do in a cover 2, say I'm coming out in a cover 2, I would outside third my outside soft squat or my cloud flat, inside third the deep half. So I would invert the play, make it a cover 3 shell. That's how I would play it with 1:26, knowing that he needs a lot of yards. And I don't know if he's backing him off. Okay, so that's smart. Back him off so he doesn't beat you over the top. Now he has B. The check down, he gets the pick. Oh my God. For someone that I thought, oh, and he's celebrating. For someone that I thought would throw the pick over the middle of the field, it is actually the pro player that does it. Oh my goodness. What's happening? He's gonna watch it. We're gonna watch this again. Okay. Boom. What a lurk by the CPU, bro. But like I said, when they don't have no one in their field, they shift their priority to the closest receiver. And that was a proper read by the defensive AI. So for those that say the Madden coding is not good, that right there should reflect one good thing. While the rest of it is bad. One good thing that's happened in Madden was The zone actually realized the prioritization of the receiver in his area and took advantage of that. He got baited like that. The AI, the CPU from that defense actually baited the pro player, which is interesting. You wouldn't think that these mistakes would be made like this. So this is going to be almost back-to-back games where we actually see pro players that dominate, lose. So now we're going to have to go in here when we make these videos with different type of thinking. What are these people bringing? He's still running that wheel route with a crossing route. I don't know. It hasn't worked yet. And that's intentional grounding. I don't know. I would be running clear outs again. That's what I would run to the weak side. Weak side. Let's see where his bunch is on this play. He's got 1 minute 9 seconds left, man. It is not looking good at all for Skimbo. So we're gonna watch what he's running here. This is clear outs. He's got RB off the left side. This is what I'm saying. You should have ran this from the beginning on the weak side. Like I just told you guys this. That play on the weak side of the field. Actually, he ran, yeah, cover 4. It's gonna be cover 4 pawns and it's gonna be cover 2 on the weak side. You can't run it to the strong side. You have to run it to the weak side. Same thing. He's probably going to run the same thing. If I were Java, I'd be worried about the left side because he's going to have these routes over here on the left side. He knows that your defense is weak on the left side of the field, on the weak side of the field. So if he was on the right hash, he would flip the whole thing and go right with it. But he's on the left hash. So I would still use her. What I would do here is I would worry about this running back wheel route if he throws it, because typically this is what they look for. Right here, boom, he's gonna flip it, put X on an out route. Now he's gonna be looking for his wheel route. Be careful, because it's coming. Man up the wheel route. Here comes the wheel route. Doesn't cover it again. Like I said, that would have been my thinking. So he's technically kind of still in the game with 52 seconds left. Still has 3 timeouts. However, he's gonna need to onside kick it, I think, and hope that the EA gods grant him the onside kick, which doesn't look promising to me. However, you guys see that route combination is very interesting. Oh, he's gonna try to make it a 3-point game. Same setup, same look, but except this time it looks like a high ball over the middle of the field to RB. So he's gonna bait the wheel route, RB on a high pass. He doesn't buy either of them. Interesting, A route. There, didn't get it. Good defense by Java on that play right there. His defense is playing phenomenal. Like his defense is cooking. And it's probably over after this, homies. But let's see. 52 seconds left. Can he pull something together? For the past 2 games, I know like the rules and stuff that I set for the series is never to judge or critique the pro player, because I always imagine they're going to win these games. But whenever the tables turn, like I feel like I mean, it's all situational. Like it's different when you're actually the one playing the game. But from the outside, you know, like in our comments, we always say, "Oh, you had B open," but I didn't see B open when I played, right? So he probably just doesn't see something that I see. This is why they have the coaches in NFL games in the skybox. You know, those guys is because they see things that they don't see on the field, and they relay that information. And that's me. I'm in the skybox watching this. I could relay some information to Skimbo just to make it a little bit easier for him, to let him know what he needs to do. Force this guy inside because he's weak on the inside passes. So he still has an opportunity to get the ball back right here, but 1 first down ends the game. Under center, if this is inside zone split, he should already be ready for it, because he's not passing this ball. If he passes this ball, then he's ballsy. Flipping the play so the inside zone split comes to the left side. Exactly, the user rush, boom, okay. All he has to do is get in field goal range. If Skimbo can force him to pass in the middle of the field, that's where his chances become optimal. So what I would do, he's running empty cheap. Ooh, this could be seam routes. You gotta be careful with double streaks on the inside of the field, especially if you're blitzing the outside guy. I would put him in a vertical hook on the left side. Watch the right side. He's not, he's blitzing. He's got the guy on the inside right here. Inside throw. I told you guys, the inside throws is his weakness. He could come back and turn this in for a touchdown. It's gonna be a touchdown, a pick 6. Are you kidding me? Exactly how I thought the game should have went from back then. He passed inside, and like I told you guys, his Achilles heel would be those over the middle passes, inside passes. Those passes were going to be the reason he loses this game. And all he had to do was get a simple first down, a simple in route, using the routes that he's been running all game with his running back, right? Hitch routes, in routes, out routes with his running back, hitch routes from his receivers, just to get a first down. And what does he do? What I thought would cost him the game earlier, cost him the game at the very end. It is unfortunate. Wait. There could still be a twist and turn in this game because there's still 30 seconds left. Now, if I was Java, okay? If I was Java, I need to pull out all the crossers. I would be running a dagger style setup right now. Now would be my dagger. Crossing with an in route, 3 timeouts left. If I was Skimbo, I'm changing my coaching adjustments to my hook curls to play 20 yards back, 15 to 20 hook curls, cloud flats to 20. So go into coaching adjustments right now. Let's see if he does it. If he goes into coaching adjustments and makes these proper changes to keep him out of the backfield, here we go. I don't know what he's changing them, but let's just see. He's got 1 to 30. So he's playing some of it right. And what he may do is send pressure. So you may see a lot of pressure right here to try to force him into a pick. If he's blitzing the line, he's running the same play. This is interesting because Java just put himself in a hole, but he still has the opportunity to get into field goal range. He's running a middle third with his middle blue. The pressure's there. Like I said, you want to send the pressure. Now is the time. Zone drops get pushed to 20 and you send the pressure every single play. If he beats you on a pass because the pressure didn't get there, so be it. But you could have sent more pressure is always the thinking. He's got the flat. Okay, taking the flat. You still got a timeout, so don't worry about it. Timeout. Oh, wait, actually, he went out of bounds. This is interesting. I'm sending 3-buzz sting press right here. This is what I'm doing right here. If it was me, I'm not going to give him the reads down. He's going to need to take these check downs real quick. He has the seam route on his tight end. If he puts A on a vertical, he's got him, but he's afraid of the pressure, which is going to be his next undoing, is the actual pressure from the defense because he's scared. And that is what separates the good players from the ones that probably should have never been this close in the game, is the pressure. How do they handle pressure? How do they handle all this defensive pressure? You're losing your composure because in your mind, you're thinking I need to get 20 yards a pass, but the pro player is sending too much pressure that you can't. So now you don't know what to do. And that's a flag, although it was a touchdown, and it's coming back. Damn. So that was on him because he passed where he needed to be. 7 seconds left. Java Pack became unwinded, okay? Undone, unraveled in the last part of this game. And I called it. I knew his weakness. I knew what his weakness was this whole game. 3rd and 15. This is interesting. Okay, he's got this route. He's got 3 seconds left, which means he doesn't have time for a field goal. Now it's 3 deep time. Prevent 3 deep. If he plays it, if he doesn't, he's ballsy. But if it was me, I'm just going 3 deep. If he has a way to beat 3 deep, he's got a way to beat 3 deep. But I'm not running these. Nah, I'm not running these defenses, homie. Yeah, I'm about to say, get out of that defense. Well, he's gonna run the defense, but I wouldn't even test it. I would run prevent 3 deep and go to the goal line. Back there with my user. That's what I'm doing, okay? I'm playing it safe. However, people can pancake you. So let's see, you probably can't play prevent 3 deep if he comes out single back wing tight. Now your whole defense gets pancaked. You probably just run it in for an easy touchdown. So you do have to be careful. But I feel like this game's over. He's looking for an outside route to the outside, right side of the field. But I would imagine Skimbo has all that coverage. He's probably got blues all over the field. Quarters, halves. Here comes the pressure. And that's the ball game. Thank you guys for sticking around, watching this game, Spectating Pros. We figured out what Java's problem was, is he needs to work on his inside game, his inside passing. He had a chance to win this game really easy right there at the end. just use what was working for him with the little check down routes and stuff to get his first down to end the game. However, he made that mistake where his weakness was, threw it in the middle of the field. Make sure you guys drop a like. You want to see more Spectating Pros? Let me know in the comments. Love you guys, man. Peace.